Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're going to talk about a superpower, one that can literally turn anyone into a data detective. And it all comes down to one thing, asking the right question. It sounds simple, I know, but trust me, it's the key that unlocks everything else.
So, think about it for a second, right? Whether you're talking Sherlock Holmes or a modern-day investigator, what is the one skill they all have? It's not just about finding the clues, it's about knowing which clues to even look for in the first place.
And there it is. The real magic, the real superpower is asking that perfect question at just the right moment. And you know what? To see this in action, we're going to open up a case file and solve a little mystery together.
Okay, meet our client, the Endothon Company. For 100 years, these guys have been the absolute best at what they do. But now, all of a sudden, something has gone terribly, terribly wrong. The company is in a crisis, and they've called us in to figure out why. So let's look at the case file. Here's what we know so far. Sales, they're in a total nosedive. More and more customers are returning products. Customer demand is, well, it's all over the place. And to top it all off, new competitors are popping up left and right. It's a classic business mystery, and it's our job to find the culprit.
Now, you don't solve a case like this just by, guessing. No way. The data detectives at Endothon, they need a systematic approach. They need a toolkit, a set of very specific instruments designed for exactly this kind of investigation.
And that toolkit is built around these 5 core questions you see right here. Each question is a different type of analysis, a different tool. It takes them step by step from figuring out the past to actually shaping the future. So, let's see how they put it to work. All right, every good investigation starts by looking at the evidence. So, the team begins by looking backward, piecing together all the events that led them to this crisis. They have to figure out exactly what happened, and maybe even more important, why it happened.
So the first tool they pull out of the kit is called descriptive analytics. You can think of this like you're reading the story of what's already taken place. It's not going to give you all the answers, but it sets the scene perfectly and lays out the cold, hard facts of the case.
And boom, here are the first clues they uncover. The data shows crystal clear that overall sales took a massive hit. But here's where it gets really interesting. That drop was mostly driven by one of their biggest, most loyal customers suddenly slashing their orders. This is a huge lead. But remember, it only tells us what happened, not why.
To get to that why, our detectives need their second tool, diagnostic analytics. Okay, this is where they really put on their detective hats. Start connecting the dots and dig deep for the root cause of the problem.
And here it is, the big aha moment. The investigation revealed a single malfunctioning machine on the production line. That one machine was spitting out faulty products. Those faulty products led to that huge spike in customer returns, and that is why their key customer cut their orders. Case closed on the why.
So let's just recap this first phase real quick. Descriptive analytics, that reads the story of the past. It told us sales dropped. But diagnostic analytics, that's what solves the mystery. It told us a broken machine was the real culprit. Pretty cool, right? Now let's see where they go from here. You see, solving the past is only half the battle. Now that the team really understands the problem, they need to start looking forward. They've got to use these insights to plan for what's coming next and, make sure this kind of thing never happens again.
And for this, they need tool number 3, predictive analytics. This is kind of like a data-powered crystal ball. It uses all the historical patterns and some really clever algorithms to make a very educated guess about what the future holds.
And guess what? The forecast is actually looking pretty good. Their predictive models are showing that demand for their products is set to increase in the next quarter. So what's the takeaway? It's crucial that they ramp up production right now to be ready for it.
But just knowing what's likely to happen isn't quite enough. The most powerful tool in the entire kit is this one, prescriptive analytics. This thing doesn't just predict the future. It looks at all the possible options and actually recommends the single best course of action to take.
And wow, were the recommendations powerful. The prescriptive model suggested a whole new way to adjust their production schedules. And get this, by following this data-driven advice, Endothon could cut their production costs by a massive 15%.
But wait, there's more. The data also recommended investing in some new, more reliable machinery. And the result of that? A projected 10% increase in their overall efficiency. You see, this isn't just about fixing a past mistake. It's about building a much stronger future.
Okay, so there's one last tool in the toolkit. And this one's a little different. It's special.
It's the one you use when you don't even know what question you should be asking yet. It's for finding those totally unexpected hidden clues.
It's called exploratory analytics. This is where an analyst just dives in and starts sifting through all the data they have. Customer habits, what competitors are doing, market trends, everything. Just looking for any surprising patterns or weird connections or outliers that might be important.
I just love this quote because it captures the spirit of this perfectly. It really is a treasure hunt for insights you didn't even know you were looking for. It's often how you stumble upon your next big breakthrough.
And there you have it. We've seen how the team at Endothon used these 5 very distinct types of questions, these 5 tools, to solve their mystery and build a better future. And this isn't just some story. This is a complete toolkit that you can use too. This slide basically sums it all up into a handy little cheat sheet. You've got the what happened and why did it happen for looking at the past. Then you've got the what will happen and what should we do for the future. And finally, that open-ended treasure hunt. What patterns are hiding out there? Mastering these 5 questions, that's the key.
So we've cracked the case of the Endothon Company, and we've equipped you with the official Data Detectives Toolkit. The only question left is the one for you. Now that you have these tools, what mystery are you going to solve?